Good evening. We have come to the fair end of the first day, Medricon 2020. In this session, we will be talking about clinical documentation improvement. If you have seen one of my slides, it is said, if it is not documented, it is not done. There are two ways. You can do it and document, or you don't do it, but still you document. Both can happen. But how we are going to improve this strategy? Clinical documentation improvement. And we have three speakers. One is Mr. Ramachandran, who will be talking about CDI overview. He is a very senior person in this field. And second is Mr. Sunil. He will be talking about EMR essentials in clinical documentation. Sunil happens to be my student, my colleague, as well as my good friend. And third, we have Mr. Manimaran. He is also one of the senior person in this field and who has hosted Medricon in Pondicherry. Since this is the 20th Medical Records Conference, can I ask all those people who have hosted the Medricon in the last 20 years to stand up for a minute, please? Whoever hosted the Medricon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, thank you very much for your sincere support. Without all your thing, it may not come a long way. So now over to the first speaker, Mr. Ramachandran, to talk about CDI overview.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge round of applause for the first speaker on the technical session 4, Mr. Ramachandran on CDI overview. Over to you, sir.
Namaskaram, Kochi. Dear Chairman, Mr. Nithya Kribakaran, Mr. President Carlton, my senior colleague, Mr. Dayar, my dear student, good afternoon to everyone. My topic is health record and documentation and overview. It resembles clinical documentation and improvements. I start now. Introduction. This I prepared for the health record students. Here I gave what is health record, what is documentation, and some other definition. Please go see this seriously. If you have any doubt, students, please ask me. This I prepared only for you. In my last 40 years experience, I saw that I don't understand the doctor's signature, no date, no time. He is writing something we do not understand. Presently, I am working in one hospital, Sri Venkateswara Hospital. When I went there, this is the scene. This was the scene. I was insisting. Now we have introduced electronic medical record also. This date, signature, time, everything nowadays it is followed. Health record and information management are growing rapidly. From the initial chit system to card system of the recent past, these have now evolved into a comprehensive case-sheet system. The Medical Council of India prepares to have a medical record department at least in all teaching hospitals. As such, it has become a very important need to start and sustain a comprehensive medical record system at par with the accepted standards. Health record is the main succor in the medico-legal dispute between patient clients and doctors' hospital for ascertaining the evidence for good care, such as documentation of the diagnosis, disease status, management, or execution. It is needless to mention that documentation should be reliable and accurate. The purpose of this communication, I intend to create awareness among health record students to ensure reliable and desirable documentation. No date, you return the file. No time, return. No signature, you return. Health record. Health record is a written compendium of information about a patient. The documentation of clinical information starts from the patient first encounter. Encounter in a first hospital visit for diagnosis and treatment at a hospital, clinic or primary health center. Health record is thus a record of all the clinical information obtained and examination findings elicited, medical and surgical procedure carried out on the attended patient. Health record is considered complete when all information is present and authenticated by the appropriate care providers. It may be a physiotherapist, it may be a dietitian, it may be a doctor, it may be a nurse. The subsequent clinical information must include documentation of final diagnosis and complications that are recorded without the use of symbol and abbreviations. Inadequate documentation in any area of health record would diminish its utility in defending the care provided. It is generally assumed if it was not charted, it was not actually done. Outpatient and inpatient documentation are stored in the confidential location of medical record department. The main components of health record forms should be focused, adhering to the required health record standard. The medical information included in the case sheet becomes the property of the patient, while the medical record is the property of the hospital. Documentation. Documentation of care given to the patient during their stay in the hospital is an essential part of the provision of that care. The tool used for the documentation is the patient health record. Sufficient information to clearly identify an individual patient. A comprehensive medical history is to be documented. This includes chief complaint, history of present illness, past illness, system review, social and medication history, family and medical history, physical examination. Detailed progress notes should include the course of the patient illness, treatment and end result of the treatment. A discharge summary displaying comprehensive data to justify the treatment, support the diagnosis, and record the end result of the end result with follow-up advice if appropriate. The content of health record is developed as a result of the interaction of the members of the healthcare team who use it as a communication tool. Documentation may be organized according to the source of the data or by patient's problem. Purpose of the health record documentation. It serves the following purpose: communication with other physicians, continuity of patient care, evaluation of patient care, medico-legal purpose, statistical purpose, and research and education. Outpatient documentation. Here the care providers generally use the acronym SOAP to outline their practice notes. SOAP stands for the following. S refers to the patient's subjective description of his or her condition. O is the provider's objective observation and examination. A, assessment and diagnosis. P, plan for treatment. Health record is considered complete when all information is present and authenticated by the appropriate care provider. The information must include documentation of all final diagnosis and complications recorded without use of symbols and abbreviation. Inadequate documentation in any area of the medical record can diminish its utility. Admission record. Admission record contain patient name, address, age, gender, marital status, religion, unique medical record number, address and telephone number of the next kin, etc., etc. And underneath final diagnosis, secondary diagnosis, condition at discharge, complication, procedure done if any, etc. All are to be documented. Discharge summary. There should be discharge plan. And while the patient is getting discharged, he should be given a copy of discharge summary. No discharge summary, no discharge. Consent. Consent contains the patient written permission for treatment in a facility for all surgical procedures and for other specific invasive tests and procedure. Consent should identify the name of procedure and the physician who performs it. It must be signed by both parties, dated, timed, and witnessed by an authorized personnel if appropriate. It is a contract between the doctor and patient. History and physical examination. As mentioned earlier, this should contain the patient current chief complaint, past medical history, review of system, physical examination, findings, and treatment plan. This form must be completed within 24 hours of admission. Progress report. It contains chronological narrative of the patient condition and response to the treatment plan. Both objective and subjective information should be included. Notation must be made at least daily and as indicated by a change in patient condition. The more critically ill a patient is, the more frequently progress notes are made. All notes must be dated and signed. The time of notes entry is also desirable, but in practice it is always omitted. Doctor's orders. Doctor's orders contains orders for all treatment, test, medication, and procedure for the patient while in the hospital. This order communicates the care plan to other members of the healthcare team. Telephone or verbal orders from the physician may be written by the designated person, but these must be countersigned by the ordering physician within 24 hours. Medication chart. It lists all medication administered to the patient while being cared in the hospital. The record should reflect administration of the medication specified by the physician's order sheet and include the medication's name, dose, and route, and the time given. If a medication is not given, the time is circled and the reason is indicated. Anesthesia record. A complete anesthesia record should provide pre-operative notes, the timing of the pre-medication given, the date, time, and effect, together with the details of the type and amount of anesthesia given and the technique used. The specialist anesthetist with report on any complication occurring during the course of the operation. A graph allows for visual recording of vital signs. Operation report should include pre-operative diagnosis, the name of the operation, and a full description of the findings, both normal and abnormal, concerning all organs explored and the procedures, ligatures, and suture used. A record must also be made of the techniques used, any tissue removed, or any change in the post-operative diagnosis and the patient condition at the conclusion of the procedure. It should be written within 24 hours. Nurses record. Are the observation, treatment, and nurses and nursing services rendered by the nurses to the patient? Precisely, the nurses' notes act as a means of communication among nursing personnel and physician. Nurses' notes should also include the date, time, and the manner of the patient's admission. A closing notes written at the time of patient's discharge must include the date, time of discharge, and advice given and the condition upon discharge and mode. The record must include the date and time of death when the life indicators apparently ceased and the name of the physician pronouncing the patient's death. All notes must be signed, dated, and timed. TPR chart. This chart allows 4th hourly or 12th hourly entry of the temperature, pulse, blood pressure, and respiratory rate. There is also space for graphic recording of respiration and blood pressure and written comments on urine, stool, weight and diet and any other observation required. This chart should be made in the ward upon admission of the patient and continued till the time of the patient discharge. Problem of documentation. The routine problems are illegible writing, poor copies, unfamiliar terminology, incomplete notes. Standard for health record documentation. General instruction. Every sheet of the patient health file must have identification, at least the patient complete name and his HIS number. The treating staff, whether medical, nursing, paramedical or others, have to sign and date whenever it is required. All written entries into the patient's file, including investigation requests and reports, must be clear, legible. Pencil must not be used. No section of the patient file should be erased. If corrections are required, circle, write over with signature. Patient should not be admitted to the ward without an admission order from the treating physician or any authorized medical officer. Patient should not be discharged without the written discharge instruction of the treating physician. Where a patient is being observed for other problem, the other physician concerned shall be notified before the patient actual departure. A provisional or admission diagnosis must be written at the time of admission wherever possible. Final diagnosis will be written in full without use of abbreviation. Symbols and abbreviation which are approved by the hospital are to be used. An attending physician who will be out of station should, on the order sheet of the chart of each of his patients, indicate in writing the name of the physician who will be assuming responsibility for the care of his patient during his absence. The attending physician must provide written justification of the necessity for the continued hospitalization of any patient for a longer period other than that indicated by the admission diagnosis, including an estimate of the number of additional days for stay and the reason therefore. This must be recorded on the patient's progress sheet. Health record review by the constituted committee, medical record review committee, generally we used to call. The evaluation of clinical record by the health record review committee is a measure of quality to assess if the prescribed standards are met in the patient management and care. The qualitative review of the record ensures that the records contain sufficient information to justify the diagnosis, the treatment, and the end result. Opinions are supported by the findings and there are no discrepancies or error. Committee's responsibility to reject substandard records, to pass comments on the quality of entries, to enforce standards regarding delinquent record, to encourage and promote the maintenance of high standard records, and to pass order to file incomplete records in the event of no coverage or substitute available. Discussion. The registration or admission department is responsible for collecting sufficient information to identify the patient. The information documented on the face sheet is a permanent part of the patient's record. A health record is an orderly written report of the patient's medical history containing findings of the physical and laboratory investigations and documenting the course of patient's treatment in the hospital. When complete, the record should contain sufficient data to justify the diagnosis and the resulting outcome. The health record must also be structured, accurate, and complete in what has been observed, thought, and done during the course of treatment. Hence, inpatient record scan has to be completed on every patient discharged by the treating doctor simultaneously with the discharge summary. The verdict of the Supreme Court of India in 1995 is crystal clear when it has held that hospital and medical profession are covered under Consumer Protection Act 1986. In this context, health record will act as a passport to prove the innocence of the physician in any alleged medical negligence. Conclusion. Health records are considered complete when all information is present and authenticated by the appropriate care providers. The information must include documentation of all final diagnosis, complications, recorded without use of symbols and abbreviation. Inadequate documentation in any area of the medical record can diminish its utility in defending the care provided. It is generally assumed that if it was not charted, it was not done. Please remember that what is written and followed actually happened. What is written and not followed may not have happened. What is not written never happened. Health record is useful in several ways and should be available on demand. Hence, health record is to be preserved for a stipulated period as per the government instruction or hospital policy, either physical record or in electronic forms. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You have covered almost everything from the beginning till the end. Definitely, as you said, it will help the students to take away some important message about the medical records.